What is up, everybody? I'm of course the one, the only, the Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh! Representing the Legion, and today, guys, I'm coming to you guys with a Trickstar deck. Now, this isn't my updated Trickstar deck. This isn't the one I play at tournaments. If you want to see that, you gotta check out my last Trickstar deck profile video. This one, guys, is the one for all you guys that struggle to build really powerful, fun decks that can pull, you know, annoying combos, FTKs and all that. But the reason you struggle is because you're on a budget. Guys, I want to help all you today, and that's why I'm coming to you guys with a Trickstar burn deck that is built on an extremely tight budget. You know, I know you're going to see a lot of cards in max rarity and a lot of high rarity cards, but you can get all these cards in commons. The only reason I'm showing it in the high rarity is because I don't know where my commons went. I honestly sold my commons to build this deck. So, well, to get a lot of the cards that I used in my main deck, but that's why I'm bringing you guys this one today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm cracking up laughing because it was a lot of fun to build, it was a lot of fun to play, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching it. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it, shall we?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Let the good times roll!
Okay, so here we go, guys. Got the camera all ready and set up for you guys. Because as I said in my past videos, you know, I'm going to continue doing it like this. I'm trying to get the perfect setup for you guys. And, you know, comment down below if you feel that the setup is getting better or worse. Honestly, I want your guys' opinions. But of course, guys, it's time to show you guys the deck. I'm trying not to laugh because, honestly, it was a lot of fun making this. Okay, so to start us off, the monster lineup is straight up just 3 Candinas, 3 Lycris. That's it for you Trickstars. I don't run Lilybell in this because primarily it is trying to be an FTK straight up burn. Lilybell's really nice as, like, you know, a one-off just to keep on attacking end game kind of stuff, you know, or mid game kind of stuff just to chuck it in. But this is, as I said, FTK OTK kind of build. So yeah, it's really annoying. And then, you know, for my only hand trap, I play Droll, because you can Droll and knock people a ton. It is so evil, but it's mainly, yeah, like, if you can't burn them, like, if you've only got enough resources to burn them the bare minimal, and you can just straight up Droll them, then when your turn begins, you can just attack them. That's the goal. It's either like, you know, FTK for that way, or straight up when your opponent's turn begins, you're just burning them for game. That's all it takes. And yeah, there isn't like Eater of Millions, as I said. You know, this is my burn variant. So unlike my spam variant where it runs a lot of different cards that can be going first or second and doing all that, this deck is primarily you want to be going first, but some of the cards you can go second with. It just depends on, you know, what you're getting. But you always want to be going first if you're given the chance. For the spells, we're straight up running 3 Light Stage, because you know what it does, it's your searcher. 2 Terraforming to search for your Light Stage. As I said, you know, at the beginning, you know, in that intro, I know a lot of these cards are in really big rarity, but you can get a lot of these cards in commons. Terraforming comes in common, Droll and Lock comes in a cheaper rarity, Lycris and Candina, they come in Shadowfoil, just to name a few. So, yeah, it's really cheap to get. Then we've got 3 Chain Summonings. I love this card, honestly. The amount of combo cards you can chain to is just absolutely great. Then, triple Darkroom of Nightmare. This is another card that actually comes in common, but it's absolutely great in the burn variant, because you can just burn people. And, you know, if you've got Candina on the field, you've got Lycris in your hand, and you've got this and Chain Summoning. Now, the reason I say you've got Lycris in your hand is you just searched Lycris from actually getting, you know, the Light Stage and whatever, getting all that. You can go Darkroom, chain Lycris in your hand, chain Summoning, bam, you've got your special, you know, you've got your special summon plus your normal summons extra for that turn. Then I'm running triple Magical Mallet. Now, this is because it's the really cheap version. Magical Mallet is the cheapest draw card that you can get. If you don't want to be running Droll and Lock combo, that's fine. Run Into the Void. If you don't want to be running Magical Mallet, that's fine. You know, you can always run Dark World Dealings. It's personal choice. Just don't run Reload, because there are sometimes cards in your hand you actually do want. It just depends on, you know, what your playstyle is. But because we run so many 3-ofs of this deck, of course, because every single card is basically 3-ofs. In fact, it actually is, other than, you know, the 2 1-offs right here. Every other card is 3-ofs, so it's okay to run, you know, either Dark World Dealings, or Magical Mallet. Then we've of course got 3 Pot of Desires, just banish, draw, you know, always fun. And the 2 one-offs which I showed just a second ago, you know, Upstart Goblin and Card Destruction, because, you know, if you don't have all the cards you want, or you get so many Pot of Desires, you get extra of them, or, you know, and you don't want to have Candinas in your hand, but let's say you drew extra Candinas, extra Pot of Desires, and you don't want that, just go Card Destruction, bam, get the draw. Plus, if you've already got Lycris on the field, then you can burn a lot more, and if you've got Draw and Unlock, you know, sorry, not Draw and Unlock, if you've got your Dark Room of Nightmare on the field, you can do a lot of burning. Moving on from that, we've got the last thing, which of course is traps. Now, traps are pretty generic, you know, just stuff to make your opponent draw 3 Reincarnation, 3 Disturbance Strategy, you know, it's always fun, and 3 present cards. Now, you don't have to be running 3 of this, you can actually run just 2 of these. If you've got the card Greed and all that pretty much every time your opponent draws, they actually do burn, and the effects for that is even more annoying. Like, if you've got other cards like that, you know, you can feel free to put them in. It's all personal choice. I just have these at the moment. I don't have the other cards. So before you ask in the comment section, you know, that's why I'm not running them, because I just don't have them. So you pretty much, you know, it's always fun. And plus, if you're going second, you can just go present card and you can still burn them quite a lot. And then just for that old school burn card, Secret Barrel, because, you know, just straight up burn your opponent for, you know, make them be punished for however many cards they may have. And, you know, if they've got still 6 in their hands because you haven't burned them, or, you know, if they've got 5 because of present card, just go Secret Barrel, bam, you can burn them for a ton. And then you can always use Dark Room of Nightmare because it's still reacting to that burn card there. So, that is it for the main. Now, before you ask, where is the extra? This deck is so budget, there is no extra, guys. You do not need an extra for this build, for this particular build. If you want to be putting in Scapegoats, that's perfectly fine. Then you do want to be running an extra deck. But because of how this deck plays off, you know, you're just burning, you don't need to run an extra deck. In the way of side, you know, it's always been personal choice. It's always whatever you want to run. If you want to run other burn cards like Chain Burst and all that, that's all up to you. If you want to be running your Anti-Spell Fragrance and Unending Nightmare, that's up to you guys as well. It's honestly whatever you guys prefer to play in your side deck, whatever you're facing, you know, it's up to you guys. But, you know, this is pretty much just the budget, just a fun little deck I wanted to show you guys today. This is the budget burn deck profile, and it's a lot of fun to play, and hopefully, you know, one of you guys or all of you guys check it out, or at least the people that love playing Trickstars, or at least the people that love playing burn decks, check it out and see for themselves how much fun it is to just troll your opponent, because that's what these decks are. When you're playing burn, you're pretty much just trolling. It's the same thing if you're playing a, you know, counter deck that doesn't let your opponent do a thing. It feels like what you're really doing is trolling. So, to those people that love troll decks, check out this deck and hopefully you enjoy it for yourself. But of course, guys, that is it for this deck profile today. I really want to show you guys, you know, just a weird Trickstar deck profile that I came up with and has brought me quite a bit of joy recently. Hopefully you guys, as I said, enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more content like this. And as always, guys, I hope you guys just enjoy the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever TCG you play. And of course, till next time, guys, that ends it for me, the one, the only, the Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh! Representing the Legion, signing off and hopefully seeing you next time, everybody.